Some very exciting news. Spider-Man Far From Home is the first official Spider-Man to cross the $1 billion mark worldwide. And I have a lot of details about that right after the intro, guys. It's going to be a very exciting video. Stick around. Hey guys, welcome to News with Astonish, here to discuss about comics, movies, games, and more. And that's very different from my other interests from my other videos, but whatever. Anyways, I want to talk about Spider-Man Far From Home being the first official Spider-Man to make $1 billion, to cross the $1 billion worldwide. It topped it already. And this movie only came out earlier this month, and it hasn't even been a full month yet. So that's very impressive. So really exciting stuff. There were a lot of rumors and mumbles around the rumor mill that Spider-Man was going to go ahead and revert back to Sony if it didn't cross the $1 billion mark worldwide. Turns out all those statements were false, and that's not the case. I doubt that Sony would like to get control of the character back, just being that the Amazing Spider-Man movies failed and they clearly didn't know what to do with the character. Now, it's a good thing that Marvel Studios pitched in with their creativity and decided to take the character in a different direction and in a more exciting direction, arguably. So, bringing you this article from a Blair Marnell online, it says here that Spider-Man Far From Home has crossed the $1 billion worldwide at the box office. It makes it the first Spider-Man to reach the plateau, which is super impressive. Domestically, Spider-Man has approximately $333 million, placing it just behind Spider-Man Homecoming at $334.2 million. But it's really the overseas that really killed it. And compared to like the other previous Spider-Man movies like Spider-Man 3 and Spider-Man 2, which were huge juggernauts back in the US, Spider-Man 3 alone made $336.5 million domestically, and Spider-Man 2, the best Spider-Man film, arguably, honestly, it is the best one. It hauls in the US about $403.7 million and $373 million respectively. So internationally, Far From Home has $672 million, including $204 million from China alone. Those are some really impressive numbers, I gotta say. So earlier I noted that there were some rumors that Spider-Man will be reverting back to Sony if it didn't reach that goal. Like I said before, it was false, and that has already been officially confirmed according to this article here. That it is worth noting that Deadline reports and also states that the media reports that Far From Home hitting the $1 billion milestone would see film rights revert the character to Marvel, or entirely false, or vice versa, revert the character entirely to Sony. That's all false. That's not going to happen. Sony really needs the creativity and the creative team of Marvel to actually take this character in a different direction and to put this character in other superhero films. That's how Sony's going to make their bank, and that's how Marvel Studios is going to make their bank, and that's how Disney, the overseer of this character, is going to make their bank. Because honestly, everybody wins. Sony's happy. Sony loves the character of Spider-Man. And I'm actually happy for Marvel, Disney, and Sony that Spider-Man is seeing success. And I look forward to seeing Spider-Man appearing in other films. And for every time I say Spider-Man, you go ahead and take a shot. So another thing that I want to add is that the reason why that we know that we're getting a sequel in Marvel Studios for Spider-Man is because if you stayed to the post-credits scene, it is heavily implied that Spider-Man is going to be getting a third film from Marvel Studios. And without a doubt and without official confirmation, I can say that Sony is going to go ahead and renew their contract with Marvel Studios, allowing the character to appear in other Marvel movies and of course in more Spider-Man sequels, because it's a cash cow. Spider-Man is a cash cow. It's going to happen. There's no way that they're going to go ahead and revert the rights back to themselves, or vice versa, where the rights are going to revert back to Marvel, because Sony is not going to let go of that character anytime soon. And they just love what's going on with the character, and they're seeing a lot of success. And it's obviously so due to the financial success of Spider-Man Far From Home. So I look forward to the character expanding and growing within the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and I hope you guys do too. And if you've seen Spider-Man Far From Home, let me know what your thoughts are on that movie and what were your favorite scenes. Personally, my favorite scene was that sequence with Mysterio and Spider-Man where it was like a real mind trip. That was something like out of a comic book, and that was incredible. So you guys let me know down below. Let me know where else you would like to see Spider-Man pop up in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, because there was no hint of him appearing in Marvel Phase 4. And speaking of Marvel Phase 4, I am not done. I will be addressing more of the movies that are coming out Marvel Phase 4. Look out for more live streams, because I will be doing that more often, because I am embracing the live streams more than ever since I had that community strike. But that's obviously a different story. So if you caught my last live stream, which was last night, you can go ahead and check that out too, because I ranted about YouTube's terms and policy and whatever you want to call it. Anyways, guys, thank you all so much for watching. I appreciate you guys watching my video. Please don't forget to press that like, comment down below, subscribe, click on bell notifications so y'all don't miss anything. And as always, I will see you all in the next comic panel.